beautiful day, really beautiful day, and we're glad you're with us on the platform, Conversations Reaching You from NTA. Our topic today is menopause. Yes, it is that big elephant in the room of every woman, and by extension, it is also the monster in the wives of every man at certain age. But big elephant, monster, they are all titles. The big thing is a change, a period in every woman's life. We must look forward to it if we must get old and age gracefully. The way we handle it also makes it more appetizing, more enjoyable, more relatable. So that's our focus today. We need to remove that those titles and find ways to ensure that we get it done and experience what nature has given to us. The challenges of menopause is our focus. Now, some weeks back, we took a look at breast cancer, and we had a particular doctor in the house. She a lot of times made reference to menopause, and of course some of us who also wrote and conversated with us here also made mention of it, things around menopause, which is why it became imperative for us to really sit here and get to find out who is this guy, or is he a man? I don't know. Anyway, conversations, we're going to look at challenges of menopause. My name is Elizabeth, and I have lovely ladies, including the doctor in the house. Doctor, hello.
Hey, hello.
You're smiling, extra smile. Anything?
It's a lovely morning.
Oh, just a lovely morning. I'm not going to say anything. It's for back scene. All right. Auntie, you're looking so nice. Young people say it's rich auntie vibes. Rich auntie vibes. I send my account to you. Cannot be looking rich auntie vibes and you will not. There is something happening today that I don't understand.
I'm loving the hair.
People are changing.
I'm loving the hair.
You move from yourself to me.
I decided to borrow a leaf from Joy's book.
Oh my God!
Yes.
And Joy now
and also from Eliza's book.
Yes.
And
you're doing a wig
for a change. Yeah.
And Joy, no, this is not Joy. This is Elizabeth.
This is
Well,
Elizabeth.
that's Elizabeth.
Elizabeth.
So we are switching things around on this set. Yes.
I wish we had this planned already. But incidentally, I'm also doing a Joy head.
Yes.
Oh, that's true.
Yeah, we switched things around today.
Yes.
Okay, so anyway, so menopause is one concept that is greatly, overbranded, and we've given it so much bad name, and it needs to be rebranded. But then, do we really understand what that concept is? I don't know. But Ehi, if you're hearing me, I know you're with some group of young people. Let's see if they know what menopause is.
Yes, thank you, Auntie Lizzie. Today we'll be going into the street to find out if Nigerians actually know what menopause is. Come along with me.
It's funny why it's called menopause. So, oh man, you need to pause. That's the little I know about menopause.
What I understand by menopause is that some people say that a menopause stage is when your monthly menstrual period is stopped. It depends on the body and depends on the body system. Some stop at 50, while some stop at 45. But before you start, you will be seeing the symptoms. Some you'll be skipping. Maybe skipping by maybe 2 months may skip, but the next month you will see it. But you may not be coming frequently float like that. So that is what I understand by menopause stage.
Menopause is a stage in a woman's life whereby if she gets to a certain age, her period will stop and she can no longer give birth. That's what I understand by menopause.
I don't really know much about menopause, so go ahead with what before.
Okay, menopause is the time where a woman stops menstruating. It comes with age and then body system and body type too. So that's the time where the woman stops menstruating, and at that time it's difficult for the woman to take in or get pregnant or conceive.
Yes, I've heard about menopause, and I think it's the natural stage in a woman's life when her menstrual cycle stops flowing completely.
The term menopause is a biological term as to which a woman reach, let me say, for example, when a woman is at the age of 45 to 50, that is when the menstruation period will stop. The woman cannot conceive, though it depends on the ovulation. When you start giving birth before 40 or when you give birth before 45, there's a chances of you giving birth even at 50. So it depends on how you start giving birth or how you start, childbearing. That is just it.
Menopause. I've heard about menopause, but I don't know much about it.
After listening to the opinions of those Nigerians, it is safe to say that not many people know what menopause is all about. However, we have an expert in the studio who will tell us all about menopause. So it's back to the studio for more on conversations.
Okay, menopause. It's surprising from what we saw that not even one of the guys knew what menopause is. And it's shocking because when I saw that the first time, I said to myself, this is the reason why marriages break in middle age, about that age when people are beginning to have this. Because the boys are not as educated about it as the girls. Incidentally, issues around the men, girls know more. Sometimes girls even know about prostate more than the men, but they own it. It's true, but let's go to the doctor. There were a lot of definitions there. One girl really got me thinking. I'm not sure if she's right or not, but I'll leave it to you that if I start having babies on time, it's possible I'll have menopause too early.
No. So menopause is just defined basically as a woman who has a period of experiences a period of 12 months of uninterrupted loss of her period. She's not on medication, she's not had any surgery, and she's within a certain age group, which is around that 45 to 55. When you start having babies, doesn't affect when you start menopause. What really has been found to affect menopause is your family history. So a woman who her own mother started menopause early has a higher chance of entering menopause about the same time as her mother. It's just like, when you start a period, it's a genetic thing.
Okay, I'm still going to be on you to ask yet another question that came up from what you said. If you start, menstruating early, do you also stop, like the blood has finished early?
No, if you start early, there's a tendency you will go longer.
Oh,
yes.
Okay. So if I start my period like
early,
the first time, 9, 10.
There's a tendency you will go longer. If you start late, there's a tendency for it to stop early.
Oh, wow. It's not the question of the first shall be the last and the last shall be the...
But when you were saying about genetical when it comes to menopause, my mother was arguing with me, even though she was a nurse, that she didn't have menopause. And no, not in the sense of, the period stops. But what follows after when the period stops? All these things we're having, hot flushes, palpitations, that she never experienced it. Because I'm sitting there and I'm wondering, and I want to throw a question to you, doctor. Is it the kind of food they were eating then that didn't make them know that they were having menopause? And now everybody our age has menopause. So what happened?
Okay, so remember, our lifestyles have changed.
Okay, true.
Our parents lived relatively more active lives, physically active lives. And one of the things that has been shown to help with menopause, perimenopause and menopause, is activity. You and I get into a car, we're not walking, our weights are not appropriate for our size, we're just living. A lot of people have let go. If you go back, if you look at four of us in this room, if you look at our mothers, I'm sure if you look at them, they're all looking,
True.
Exactly. So that is a major difference. Okay. Another thing is just the person's constitution. It's just like, morning sickness. Yeah. Some women don't have it at all. They glow. Yeah. And then others, oh my goodness, from day one till the day they give birth, so that's...
Okay. All right.
Okay, it does make a lot of sense too. And again, about that time, a lot of things they did differently in terms of food. I think you will absolutely help. No, I don't know. Devon, have you had encounter with a menopausal woman? What's the biggest issue?
No, you know what, going back to what Joy said, and I think what your mom meant was that she did not experience the symptoms that we complain about, right? I think the more you know about something, the more your mind is attuned to it.
True.
And the higher the chances that you will notice things.
Yes.
Let me give an example. For instance, if I tell you today that, if I ask you that when you were coming to work today, how many black cars did you see on the road? You probably say you didn't see any.
Black?
Yeah. You were not looking for black cars, right?
Yeah.
But if I ask you that next Wednesday when you're coming, count as many black cars as you can before you get to the office. You'll probably come in and you'll be like, I had no idea
we have
so many black cars.
Awareness.
You understand? Awareness causes people to be more observant and to notice things that they ordinarily might not. So there's that. Then also lifestyle. Somebody who has a more active lifestyle that involves going outdoors and things like that might not understand that what they're experiencing right now is a hot flush. They might just feel as if, it's an unpredictable
It's the weather.
Yeah.
It's the weather.
It's the weather. Yeah. Abuja is up to its nonsense again, that kind of thing. So I think that it's all about what you attune your mind to. If you're hyper-conscious about something, you will see it more. So as for, encountering menopausal women and things like that, we all come in different shapes and sizes, different temperaments and all kinds of things. Some women, it's when they're actually on their period that they become monsters.
Oh, wow.
Yes,
so
because
when menopause
the
comes,
hormonal issues are more pronounced and all of that then. So I wouldn't know, of course, if an unpleasant encounter I had with another woman had anything to do with this period in her life, or if that's just who she is naturally, and so on. But
okay, so I'll go to the doctor to find out, is menopause really the monster we paint it to be?
Oh, no, it's not.
So what are the things that happen?
Okay, so...
Because Joy actually shared something with me, and I was looking at it. My answer to her was, waiting can't remain. All the bad things, including broke, was attributed to menopause. If you don't have money, it's menopause. In fact, is it really the monster?
No, not at all. I guess it's a golden period, It's a woman's maturity. But honestly, so it's an era. It's not a one-day thing. So you have the perimenopausal period, which could take 10 years. Then the actual final cessation. But a lot of things happen, and they're not happening the same day. It's like, different day, different periods, different months, and they just merge into each other. The most common symptom women complain about, I hear that every day, is the hot flushes.
What is this hot flush? What does it do? You're flushing out something?
No. So she's sitting there, having a perfect morning or afternoon, and then the heat just comes, like an oven. That's how they describe it. It just comes, woo, and then she's sweating. Lasts a few minutes, and it's gone.
Oh wow!
So a lot of women experience that. Sometimes men who are being managed for prostate cancer on hormonal treatment experience the same hot flashes. So it's it just you can sometimes see them break out with sweat.
Does it move from heat to very strong chills? Because I've heard about
some will tell you that they have the chills, that they go from being very hot to all of a sudden being cold, whether it's the sweat that is drying and making them cold. Some complain about headaches, sleep disturbance, mood swings. There are other clinical things where blood pressure, lipid, that's cholesterol disparities, predisposition to diabetes. There are many other things that they complain, but the common ones you hear in the clinic are the flushes, the sleep disturbance, and the mood swings.
Okay. So
Most
somebody who is naturally cantankerous.
temperamental. And then their significant other is the one who would probably be on the receiving end.
Oh wow.
Just like
Significant other, you mean the husband?
yes,
now.
the husband.
Okay.
Just like young girls who, when they're having their premenstrual tension or premenstrual symptoms, they also have their. It's all
Mood swings.
hormonal.
Oh wow.
You know, it's all hormonal.
So if when I was bleeding, I had a lot of mood swings, a lot of PM, everything that
PMS.
was around the menstrual period pain symptoms. Would it also be natural that when I get to menopause, I will also have the same thing, or would I now be compensated? For
It doesn't work that way. Most likely, if when a lady was still menstruating, she's very, you know, her mood swings and everything is tied to her hormonal fluctuations. So when menopause comes, she probably will have the same thing.
Oh wow.
Can I just add in? When did I notice the symptoms of mine was when I lost my dad. Oh yes. I didn't notice anything. Immediately he lost my dad, and I started having panic attacks.
That's another symptom that has been
Described. I wouldn't lie
Yes.
to you, I thought I was going to die. It was, so here I was in
Your heart
hospital.
to just skip.
Look, you don't even understand what's happening to your body.
Oh wow.
You know, so when they kept doing all the tests and everything, and I said, why am I having panic attacks? My doctor said it was one of the symptoms, but I really didn't believe him.
It is.
Yeah. Then I now realized that I was snapping. You know those little things that really doesn't make
Shouldn't
you
matter.
angry? I was always getting angry. Then the other thing I now noticed was the hot flush. I was somebody who never used to sweat. So I was now wondering, why is it that I'm wearing makeup everywhere? It's soaked and everything. So he sat me down. And that's why I always tell people that if you have issues,
Talk to your doctor.
talk to your doctor. And I tell people, never lie to your doctor. Because so many people are lying from their age. And when you start having issues, the doctor cannot explain
Exactly.
what's wrong with you. So my doctor sat me down and said, okay, let's go this line. What's the problem? He now said, do you have a driver? I said, no. He said, let me just give you a bit of an advice. Because I'm sure you are one of those ones that when you're driving, somebody, you
Rage.
that's it. So he now says, those are the things. And he says, guess what? When you start getting angry, the thing just spikes up. So you see, because I spoke to my doctor, and because I have friends my age and friends that are older than me, and I started seeing those signs in them, because some of them were in hospital. So I go to the hospital, and I say, what's wrong with you? This one would say, my knee,
My joints.
my joint, my shoulder, you know, all those things. And you know what? Day by day by day, what I now decided to do was to look up what is menopause. How do you handle menopause? What are the symptoms? And guess what? It has taken me, and there's something my doctor said. The day you wake up and you're up and about, do everything you want to do. The next day you wake up and there's something wrong,
Take it easy.
take it easy. And guess what?
Fantastic
It has worked
doctor.
for me.
Fantastic doctor.
It has worked for me.
Fantastic doctor.
Yes, it
Not
has.
when I have a job to do.
Oh, yeah.
I have to come to work. And
But
you
I'll
me
tell
to
you,
take it easy.
Yeah.
I'll tell you something. For menopause, it's advisable that you do the things in the perimenopause. Do it earlier. You can invest in certain things so that menopause is not as catastrophic.
I was actually going to ask
Yes.
you that.
So-
What kind of investments?
So just like what we discussed last time on this set, when we're talking about healthy lifestyle,
Yeah.
a healthy lifestyle is the ultimate investment. So diet, exercise, mood, energy around you, those are the basic things you want to do right. But the exercises that are extremely beneficial are the weight-bearing exercises. a bit of cardiovascular, but nothing major. That's aerobics, but nothing major. 2-3 times a week, twice a week is fine. But the weight bearing.
Okay, weightlifting.
Weightliftings, little weights,
the pectoral exercises.
little with the whole body, little weights, swimming.
That's what I want
Has
to say.
also been found to be fantastic.
That's your
Swimming. The major advantage of all these things is that the bones, because one of the things that happens in menopause is the bones lose their density. So you want to do things to, invest in that skeleton so that you're not prone to fractures. You hear about an old lady in the village that fell and broke a hip, broke this, broke a wrist. That's because the bones become frail as they get older.
So what of boxing? Because I notice many older people are doing boxing.
Boxing?
Now.
Well, boxing is okay, but it must be guided.
Okay.
It must be guided. You must have someone who's training you. So that, it's for your weight, it's lightweight. So boxing has a combination of the muscles as well as a bit of cardiovascular. You really get your heart pumping. But swimming is amazing. Okay. Swimming is, there's yoga that's also supposed to help. The stretching and the slight, it's lightweight. You're not talking those heavy ones. 2 kg, 1 or 2 kg dumbbells. Just to, consistently.
Okay, you talked about bone density. I recall that I've often heard that we begin to lose it from age 30 for ladies and men, 35, right? Okay, so it does help if we begin to make our teenagers work out early in life, right? So it's not waiting until when you have, as women, a lot of us wait until when we have had children and we begin to have baby pouch, then we hit the gym. And when we get back our shape, okay, so I just think that, so it's a continuous thing.
It's a continuous thing.
And the more you did it as a teenager, the better your...
Yes, young adult, yes.
As an adult,
so that
it's better
your bone density is maintained.
It's maintained, okay, it's important. Now, what are those other things that really get to us? Because, like I said, I had a whole list. I'm not too sure if they are all correct.
Most of, okay, so let's start talking about the things that are commonly, let's do the common first. We talked about the hot flashes, we talked about the sleep disturbance, we talked about what else? Okay, the one that every woman hates is that that fat around the mid.
That sudden tummy.
That sudden.
Michelin, just call it.
The love handles.
Okay, if you want to be nice, it's love handles. I want to be bad, it's Michelin.
I used to have effortless six-pack.
No, not anymore. Once you start crossing
now, how many packs do you have?
One.
One pack.
So
when is one? Is one packet now.
Then there's the tiredness.
Oh, wow.
Tell me about it.
There's the tiredness, that women will complain about how, they were able to do this before, now they can't do it anymore. That is, the mood swings, they may not notice the mood swings, but those who are around them will notice that. The other things they would find maybe when they go to the doctor, when they actually run their tests, the joint pains. The joints. They will, all of a sudden a woman who used to, as a young girl, was wearing, wearing those heels.
We've stopped.
All of a sudden she can't, There's also the hair. The hair thins.
It begins to fall.
It begins to fall out. The skin dries. There's so many symptoms. Frequent urinary tract infections that she may not understand where it's coming from. Then those who maybe have had
lots of children. So we're not going to hold our husbands and say, why are you infecting me?
Yeah, exactly. The poor
because
man
sometimes when you're constantly
innocent,
having this, you're going to harass your husband. Okay.
But I think UTIs and STIs are different, right?
Oh, yes.
They're different.
Urinary tract infection is the urinary tract, where urine comes out from. STIs are sexually transmitted. That's the second opening. It's entirely different. However, the woman with UTI will have frequent urination, urgency. She needs to go. Before she gets it, even a little bit might come out. Going many times, urgency, hesitancy, all those are symptoms of UTIs. She will also have dryness, so...
Vaginal dryness.
Yes, she will have dryness down there, and meaning that it makes meeting with her partner uncomfortable. Because she doesn't have the lubrication that she normally used to have when she was younger.
Would that be the reason why some men at that point are looking for younger
Well, yes, I would say so, but that doesn't have to be the case. If the woman is aware of her body and her challenges, there are things that she can do.
Like?
Oh, there are lubricants.
Oh, okay.
There are lubricants. There are hormonal lubricants, and there are regular plain lubricants. KY gel is the most common one. They even have the modern ones which are warm, so it becomes part of her daily body care, so that she's ready for her partner, instead of it being painful.
If I get to exercise at night, like evening workouts, would it help my sleeping problem?
Oh, definitely.
Rather than morning one?
Definitely. But how many people have the energy to exercise at night?
Even if it's just dancing.
Oh, perfect. But not many people can do that.
No, I always say that when you walk out in the mornings, because it's like.
But it still trickles down.
Yeah, it does.
It does trickle down.
If you work out in the morning,
for me here is it by the time I go and walk, and by the time I come back, I eat, I'm tired in the evening, then I'll start working out. It really.
But I recall she hits the pillow.
Yeah, so it would not be advisable. And the thing you see, menopause is funny. Anger. Anytime I'm angry, I don't know what happens. I start to sweat. I start to have, sometimes I start to have like splitty headaches, and all that. So maybe because I know that if you push it, this is going to happen. So I'm always aware. Walk away. And it has helped. And you see the thing here, blood pressure. I always make sure, there's sometimes I sleep, and when I wake up, I'm so knackered. I'm so tired.
Like you never slept.
Like
Instead of feeling refreshed. Yeah.
You see, so sometimes, you see this body, I don't know.
You have to explain that. We had added up with this question from Benin. He says, Peace from Benin is asking, what are the symptoms of menopause, which you've already explained? But can it be managed alongside with fibroid?
Oh, okay. Now, fibroids are an entirely different scenario. Fibroids are benign, what I mean benign, non-cancerous, abnormal tumors within the uterus. It could be inside, it could be within the walls, or it could be on the outer surface. Yes, they can be managed. Fibroids normally can be left alone as long as they're not interfering with the lady's quality of life or her fertility or all those things. It's an entirely different thing. Menopause is a natural process, a physiological thing. Like as I said, the idea is to just manage the symptoms. For those that are really excessive, seek proper help. But it's really from, experience and from what I hear, because patients come. Different women complain more. But the catch, again, is that you must watch menopause in the sense that if it is too early, if a woman is menopausal at 36, 37, you must see a doctor. There might be something wrong. Or she thinks she has entered menopause, and then after 1 year or 2 years, she now sees a period. She needs to see a doctor. So can it be managed? Definitely.
Okay. Another person is asking us here, okay, she actually has a contribution. She said, good morning, ma'am. Dizziness and mental disorder is also one of the symptoms of menopause. I wish I could say it all here. Okay, and she says her name is Mrs. Griggs, AK from 177 Guard Battalion, Kefi. Okay. Thank you so much.
She said something. Health? She said, yes, I don't quite agree with, when you say mental health, anxiety.
Okay.
There is an anxiety, but I don't want to say disorder.
Yes, disorder is
it's a bit excessive. Extreme. She said dizziness, yes. Because of so they have, when they wake up in the morning, they complain of the postural hypertension. They just, feel like, fainting. Yes, so she's very right. There's so many symptoms.
There's so many.
So many. They will talk about.
Can one person have all the symptoms?
Yes. Yeah. You can have one. You can have four. It's just.
You can have like.
It's a bag of tricks. They can get anything. we find, I mean, women, three best friends can complain of entirely different things.
Oh, wow.
Sorry, I wanted to ask the doctor. I have a friend who she uses a particular pot to cook.
Okay.
And she says because it helps her.
Pots.
It's
all
the clay.
This, marketing.
No. The clay. She's much older than I am.
Okay, clay pots.
Yeah, the clay pots. And
your food actually comes out sweet.
Well, what she told me was that you have to go off sugar. She said because anytime she does sugar, it triggers. But the one that shocked me was the crawling sensation in your body.
Okay. So
things are crawling.
Yes.
You know, and all that. And she had that problem. Yeah. And that was what she was advised. So when she told me crawling, I said crawling.
Yes. What is crawling? You see things on your...
They feel the sensation.
Inside your body.
There's a sensation inside your body as if your muscles inside are twitching. Or I don't know.
No. Crawling. They feel crawling. There's some that will tell you about it in their head. Some will talk about, yes.
Yeah. What is that in crawling?
It's just a symptom.
One of those things. And you see,
it's in the head,
and that's why it's not in the head.
No, it's not in the head. It's actually in the body.
And you know what? And I was saying, and I was telling her, I said, Big sis, I can handle all this heat.
But don't they call it?
I can handle all this sweat. I can handle all this insomnia. But crawling, because I noticed that she had
scratch marks.
Scratch marks. And I never asked her. But when we started talking, she now said, those are the reasons she has all those scratches. Because hers started quite early. And it's still going on and on. And the only thing that has helped her
the clay pot
was the clay pot.
I have a question, although it's not directly about menopause, but because we brought it up at all. Reason being that during the week I stumbled upon what I consider to be a horrendous video. In fact, there were people threatening to report that mother to NAPTIP. So this lady had made a video of her 9-year-old who came to her with sanitary towels and was asking the mom to please help her, to explain to her how to use it.
They never do.
And this mother filmed her daughter. She first of all answered her in a very sarcastic way. She said, go and ask God. Then after saying that, she now recanted and said, go and ask, and then directed the child to somebody else. But then she filmed that encounter and put it on social media. And her concern was, imagine a child of 9 is already menstruating. She made it sound like the girl, like the little girl had brought it upon herself somehow.
It's her fault.
Like it's her fault, like there's something she's doing that she shouldn't be doing or something. There was, during my time, 9-year-olds were not menstruating. So, and you also, as you were talking, you referenced early menstruation. I pegged it around 9. So
actually, I've seen 8.
Yes.
So when
children these days are maturing fast.
During my time too, we're mostly already in our teens.
But 11 to 13.
Yes. So, but when is early and when is late for menstruation?
Before 9 is early.
Before 9 is early. So from 9 is average.
Yes, it is. It's okay.
Really?
Now.
9 to 11.
9 to 11. It's okay. Wait, and you know, so our children. But remember now, if you look at a 10-year-old or a 12-year-old now, they're very mature.
Yeah. Yeah.
Whether it's the food that we give them that contains estrogens, I don't know, but they are quite mature. They're not like how you could see in those days. You see a 16-year-old girl still very young and very, hasn't blossomed. So a child who is growing, a healthy child that is growing, will see it when the time comes. Remember, women are born with their eggs, all their eggs, unlike males that produce them every month.
As they're coming.
But females are born with their eggs ready-made. They just wait for...
No wonder we like ready-made.
and as they are depleted, they are not increased.
No, nobody's adding.
Young ladies need to know
That's
this.
why you find out, they tell you don't abort too much because...
They tell you to freeze your eggs.
Your eggs, and they have an expiry date.
They have expiry date. I like the way you put it. That's the menopause. So somebody is asking us questions. He said, good morning to all in the conversation. I really appreciate your program topic today. Fantastic. Okay, I have a question for the doctor in the house. Please, at what age does menopause start? You know, that's number one. Number two, she says she's 53 now, and I'm still having my monthly flow regularly, even though I experienced one stop 6 months ago before it started again, and it has been regular since then. Am I okay? Yeah, you are okay. Thank you for all the good, for all your good conversations. God bless you. Ngozi from Port Harcourt.
Okay,
Thank
so
you.
Ngozi, the menopause is 45 to 55 is the normal range that we look at. You have been seeing your period, it's been regular. Is the flow the same? Has it changed? Is it less? Is it more? Those are the things I would want to ask. It stopped once and then continued. You're just 52. 53. I wouldn't worry. However, if it continues beyond 54, 55, then you should see a doctor. See a gynecologist, yes.
Why?
If you're still seeing your period at 57, go see a doctor. Just so that we're sure it's okay.
This life is not
Yes.
I didn't have my first period until I was 15. That's how my mother dragged me to go and see a doctor. And they said I was okay.
Mine was 13.
No, but
15.
I had
But I had fun because when people were trying
15?
I was 15.
That means you were already getting ready to leave.
By 14, my mother was already worried.
No, and
she was dragging me to all the doctors.
Because everybody used to have their period in between 10 and 11.
But I didn't.
Mine was 13, and so many of my friends were 13, 14, 13, 14 that time.
My immediate senior had at 9.
Ooh.
And then she said,
of course, your mom would now be worried.
What's wrong with this
your
one?
Your mom would be worried for sure.
And then you know what happened? When I got married,
yes,
having children now, it was not easy. For 5 years, they also said, okay, because you did start early, you needed to pay the dues. It does happen. All right, let's take more questions before I ask you the one I want to ask. The program is very educating and interesting. My question is, do men have similar conditions as women, and what is it called?
Yeah.
This is Dabo from Gombe State. Andropause.
Is that what it's called? Andropause? I don't know.
So, in the clinics, we joke about it. Andropause, menopause, But there is a decline in male hormones. And for the ladies in the room here, we can all testify that there is a change in your significant other.
Yeah.
As they get older. Of course, their libido is going to drop.
Instead of coming coming once a week.
Are you sure?
Yes.
Okay.
If they're not taking any supportive things, muscle mass also drops.
Middle belts.
Yes, they have a pouch. They also, their moods are slightly different. They're no more, some people find them not as aggressive as they were when they were younger. Yes, so there is something like that in men. It's just that it is not as documented as talked about like in women, because they still can remain fertile.
Yeah,
I
think that's why
it's not so. But there is a natural decline in male hormones that is associated with physiological, processes, and it's seen.
Okay, doctor, you mentioned hormone, and I want to ask, a lot of women do hormone replacement therapy, and a lot is being said about it with regards to cancer. What's your...
I take on it? Okay, so 30 years ago, hormone replacement therapy, HRT, was very popular. Once a woman hits menopause, you see your doctor, they write you a prescription, your skin glows, your hair remains, you remain, It was, very popular. But it was found to be linked to higher incidence of cancers, certain cancers in particular. There was endometrial, that's the womb. There was breast. So it now became not so good an idea. There are still some women who qualify for HRT. So a woman who has had a hysterectomy or is, for some funny reason, has to do maybe hysterectomy, that's removal of the womb or the ovaries, ovarectomy, very early in life, then you can give her HRT. Or, so there are, but to be honest with you, we don't advocate for HRT anymore. Okay. Instead, we prefer the non-hormonal interventions that can be used to help the lady sleep, help her with her exercise, help her with her lubrication, you know, help her with skin, good emollients, so that she doesn't dry out and all that. She's not, you know, but not HRT. It's
Okay,
too
I've
dangerous.
heard a lot of people talk about the use of, what's that thing now? Collagen supplements, the peptide and all those collagen peptide and multi. There's this other one.
I think.
You know, but mostly
collagen
for the cartilage and skin.
So with aging, what happens is that your collagen breaks down. So your skin is not as taut as it used to be all over. Some people will take collagen, frank collagen.
And some people will take.
Some people will inject. Some people use a pressure insert it in there. So collagen helps to keep the skin taut. And there's nothing wrong with collagen. Collagen is quite, and there are certain diets that stimulate
collagen production.
Yes, just have a healthy diet.
And it helps.
Yes, it helps. It cuts across everything and exercise.
And keep your friends around.
Yeah.
Oh, yes.
Okay, we're going to talk about mindset. But then my team and I, we compiled this, funny video about the menopause. I don't know, if he's not ready, please get it ready and let's see if we can. There's a lot of misconceptions and thoughts about
menopause.
Menopause, yes.
Oh, that's
so, all right, some people are still asking a lot of questions. When they are ready, we'll play the video. What about women of 43 and the period has stopped? Is it normal or should I see my doctor?
At 43, it just stops. It's a bit, it's dodgy because we normally start from 45 to expect it to stop. So 43, the first question I'm going to ask is, when did her mother stop?
Okay, she didn't state.
The next thing I'm going to tell her to do is go see a gynecologist.
Okay.
Let them check her hormone levels, her FSH, estradiol, check and confirm that this is just menopause.
Is it menopause or pre?
Or pre, or is it something else?
Yeah.
Because that's a perimenopausal period.
Yes.
I don't expect it to stop
like that.
So I'd advise her to see a doctor who can run her hormonal.
Because I thought I was already in menopause, only to realize it was perimenopause and all.
Yes, that's the period around it.
Yes.
You just have to get professional advice.
Yeah.
Okay. I'm a twin. My twin sister attained menopause at 40. And mine was at 54. That's a whole within 14 years difference. I guess the same mother, but different.
Maybe fraternal twins.
Yeah.
Not necessarily identical.
Maybe fraternal twins, but it's a bit odd.
Yes, too odd.
It's
so
odd.
14 years. She started very early.
Yes.
She stopped early. That's really
too
odd.
early.
40 years.
But let me still ask this question. Some of the birth control things we take, can they affect one's timelines in terms of menopause and such?
Yes. So you see, the thing about contraceptives, the hormonal ones, because they also have the ones that are not hormonal.
Okay.
But the hormonal ones disrupt your natural timetable in every way.
Wow.
So no one should just go and buy, off the counter contraceptives.
But that's what we're doing.
Most people
that's
do
what
that
many people
because it's not
do.
something we talk about.
You know, the thing here was that when I was having my issues, there are these things I used to take, those normal things we take for women over, and I noticed it was affecting me. So my doctor called me. Is that bad that I can't even do Panadol? And so this is what I keep telling people. Off the counter, saying A took it, B takes it. See, let's just go see your doctor. Okay, like many people I know now, they're doing magnesium.
Yes, that's the new craze.
I'm doing magnesium.
Magnesium is the new craze.
Guess what? I didn't do it. I'm not doing it.
It's a new craze.
No, they said because of energy.
Oh, magnesium is supposed to do so many things.
Why don't you eat your bananas now?
There are different kinds of magnesium.
Mood, yes, there are different types.
So I am doing magnesium glycinate because they say it helps you sleep.
Does it help you really?
Well, I'm taking it with the sedative.
You see where I'm coming from? Day. That's it. Day.
I mean, like, it can't possibly harm. It's a nutrient now, Abby.
All right, so let's not do magnesium. Let's not do anything. Let's just follow our doctor. Like she told us this morning, do a balanced diet. Doctor, I would like to still go back to you. How do we begin to educate the men? Our boys and men, because a lot of times, without mincing words, menopause have actually divided us, which got joined together unintentionally. And it comes from, lack of knowledge. How do we empower our men to be able to handle their wives? I know in a lot of times antenatal, men are advised to go with their wives when they're pregnant. Why are we not going with our husbands when we are, seeing our doctor for menopause?
Well, if you ask, I'd say, why don't we go with them? They're busy, or women are just superhumans.
Oh, wow.
They handle so much on their own. But I'm just thinking, when you were asking that question, I was thinking to myself, they introduced in biology in schools where they teach about puberty. I think they also teach about menopause.
No, I didn't.
I don't remember now what I was taught in biology or home economics.
During my time, I recall very clearly
was just
that we were not
mentioned.
taught.
So it was just mentioned. It was just mentioned. So
The
maybe
symptoms were not
so. Maybe they need to introduce it at that level, because they take time to tell them about puberty. Teenagers these days know everything about puberty on either sex. They know. So I think that's a good place where they can also introduce, at the end of the journey, both in males and in females, what happens. And conversations like this is how the men get to hear about things. And then another thing, again, remember, is that the women don't even really know.
They don't know.
They don't really know. So when the woman doesn't even know, how do you expect the husband to know?
And then you'd be shocked. There is a gap. There are many mothers who don't take their time to put their daughters through and give them any prep talk of what to expect, and then when they start, how to manage their hygiene or things like that. I think they just assume that they're going to learn it in school or from their peers and things like that. And I think it's if there's a mother listening to me and that is your mindset, please rethink it. Find time to sit with your teenage daughters, talk to them about these things, even talk to them about intimacy between men and women. Young ladies, like the school I went to was a missionary school. Who was our biology teacher? It was a man.
Ooh.
So wasn't going to be able to do all of that.
When he came to class to try and teach about menstruation and things like that, and girls would start giggling. And it was an all-girls school. The lecture would go from 40 minutes to 15 minutes real quick, and the guy would disappear from the class.
I think that video is ready.
All right.
If it is, can we have it?
Positive mental
Okay, so
Body is good for the
I
last.
know I'm just going to expose you people. When they brought about the ones that should be turning and tossing, it has
I
been
know
part of
I got
exercise.
enough exercise last
Joy and
got
Deva
it.
said, that's me.
I was
did,
doing all
I
the
did,
flipping
I
and the
did.
turning and
I
and
did.
the getting up and
I
lying
did.
back down. That was me.
I did.
All right, we
I
have
did.
quite a number of messages. Let's see the much we can take before
Please,
our
before you
time.
take this message, I
Okay.
want to tell many people that are watching, it's like we say, knowledge is power. Please, nobody is following you from your village. I see people that are educated and exposed. Instead of them to go see the doctor, they think somebody is jazzing them. It's menopause. It's going to happen to everybody. It's a stage in life.
Okay.
So if you're feeling funny, please
See
go
your
see
doctor.
your doctor.
That's a good one. I sent a message earlier about my twin sister. Oh, okay. I forgot to say that I got married after 7 years. She got married, but became pregnant and have our firstborns at the same time. Okay, that's nice. That's nice. Congratulations. And I hope you're enjoying your children. Good morning, doctor. My wife is been having problems of not seeing her period, and we see a doctor. He gives her a medicine, and the period starts coming, and after the medicine finishes, the period stops again. This is Idris from Adamawa. Doctor, you just hold that. Let's see how much you can lump together. Good morning. My question is, I'm 47 and I'm still taking my pills. This question is not complete. What pills, please? Can you answer that? Please, I'm 28 years and I've been observing irregular menstruation since last year. I went for a checkup and I was told I am. That's where she stopped. Please, can you quickly finish your questions so that we can do you justice? Please, how do I manage hot flushes while in the kitchen? I get it frequently while cooking. Also, can one use herbs to manage it? A neighbor told me to use miracle leaf and mango leaf. Chichi from Abuja. Which one is miracle leaf?
I don't know the miracle leaf.
Okay.
Is it the hospital too far? I don't know the miracle leaf.
Okay.
I know it, but I don't know how to describe it.
It's okay. We'll look for it
Please,
behind
if
the
you're
camera.
in the kitchen, get a fan.
Oh, okay. So if you must know, let's show you something. We all have our fans.
We all have our fans.
Let me show you. Please flush.
Yes.
Have you seen it?
We all have our fans.
We all have our fans. So in case it starts.
In different bags. In different bags.
There.
So, doctor, take that first question. The man and his wife whose period.
Yes. The man and okay. So from what I got, the period, they have to take a medication to make the period come. That's called a withdrawal bleed. There's a lot more going on.
I agree.
Please see a gynecologist and let them do. They need to do a proper evaluation to establish what's going on. Is her hormones, as in what they should be? Is she getting the right hormones? And because there's a luteal phase, there's a follicular phase. All those things matter. Are you undergoing fertility treatment? But this is a bit detailed for this type of conversation. Are you seeing a gynecologist? See a gynecologist, please. It's important.
Okay. All right, thank you so much. We really don't have much of time. Final thoughts?
Don't lie to your doctors.
Oh, wow. That was very strict.
Yes, I really wanted to add more to what Joy said. The number of people that are telling doctors lies. Our doctors are even trying.
Final thoughts?
What do I have to say? Try and be happy.
True. Doctor, final word?
Wine is better when it's mature. So no woman out there should be scared of menopause. It will come to everyone.
That's a good one. I actually have been having that in my mind, but I don't know why it skipped my mouth. It stayed in the mind. So the red wine, they say, is the best drink, and it's sweeter when it's older. So if you're in that golden age of menopause, that's not a death sentence. It's actually a golden sentence. Enjoy it. Live your life, live healthy, and don't forget, your life is not just yours. Your life belongs to people around you and those who love you, even from a distance. And for ladies, please, our fans, hello, bye. Bye.